Welcome everyone to Scarves and Spikes pre-match show as Atlanta United gets set to take on Inter Miami in Game 3 of their first round best of 3 series. Big match this evening, gentlemen. Sydney, Tyler, Tommy with you as always. Guys, let's get right to it. Let's talk about the starting 11 for Atlanta United, just released a few minutes ago, and some big changes, at least as far as the lineup graphic is concerned. No Gregerson, of course, as you can see, but yeah, a lot of changes to the, I guess, formation. We'll have to see what this ultimately looks like. But yeah, Dex McCarty starting again, William Boss starting again, Jay Fortune on the bench, Gregerson, as we said, unavailable, TRA, and Mirchuk. It looks like a two-man attack, two-man forward. Again, let's see what this looks like, but first impressions, what do you guys think?
I think for me, like it's easy to get caught up in the way that they have, drag and dropped people onto this this pitch, but like the changes aren't super drastic. Now, whether they come out in a certain way, we'll have to see when the opening whistle happens. But
yeah,
I think my biggest thing here is Tristan Muyumba. You're getting the start. He was part of that amazing goal for Shande Silva the other day. But we've seen how Jay Fortune has kind of been the guy that's usurped him a little bit in terms of a starting lineup. And I think all eyes are going to be on him in terms of just how he does. We've seen him against Miami. He's been positive and he's been negative at times. I go back to like some of the fouls he's committed against Messi in really, really inopportune places.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of curious to see exactly how this is all gonna play out.
Tommy?
A little sad that Gregerson wasn't able to go here, but hey, if you're up, right, or you're tied late and you need to bring him in, bring him in. It's gonna these graphics now, like you used to just see the line, right, and be like, okay, here it is. And now when they show these graphics, sometimes I just swear they're just trying to screw with you a little bit or screw with the other team to really know what it is. So yeah, I'm not really taking too much out of that.
So I guess, are you guys surprised, kind of benching off of that? Are you guys surprised that Gregerson didn't start tonight? I know I'm not. You want to kind of save him just in case you get to the conference semifinals. I think, Tyler, I heard you said you're not. Tommy, what about you? Are you surprised?
No, if he's not healthy enough, don't push it, right? If you need him later, I mean, he can go. Just like Silva. I mean, it took a little bit while, and he's been being the sub. Okay.
Especially because if things go Atlanta's way early in this game, and you end up in that position where you've got to hold like a 1-0 or 1 goal, maybe even 2-goal lead, you stack the back. I don't want to see them do this necessarily, but if it comes down to the point when that's the best thing that you can possibly do at the moment, you can't rely on Gregerson, who's already been in there for 70 minutes or 80 minutes at that point to continue going. But if you have to make a sub and pull out a midfielder or even a striker, depending on the game state, you stick him back there and just kind of shore up the back and hold on for dear life.
It'll be interesting to see what that looks like when when we get a little deeper into the game. As you guys were just saying, do you see Gregerson out there? But again, not surprised that he doesn't start for Atlanta United. I think we can kind of all agree on that situation. So hopefully he gets better. Hopefully, we'll see if we see him later on tonight. Kind of recapping other matches from today. A wild one, Cincinnati NYCFC advancing in a crazy penalty shootout.
The penalty shootout was the best part of that game.
Yeah, no, by far. And they'll take on
freezing in there.
Yeah, Matt Freeze doing his thing. And they will take on New York Red Bulls in very appealing Hudson River Derby in the conference semifinals. Charlotte, Orlando, I believe they're still level at 1, or it's still at no score at halftime at last check. Orlando really dominated that one. Really one-way traffic for the Lions, but no score thus far in that one. Winner, of course, if that one takes on the winner of this one. So, we could be looking at, if Atlanta wins, Atlanta versus Orlando, Atlanta versus Charlotte, which two very appealing matchups, but you got to win. You got to win tonight against Inter Miami Wrestling League.
We all got to calm down.
Yeah,
I know.
Well, as an Atlanta fan, my wife and my kids were talking about this a little bit ago, but if Atlanta wins this game, who do you prefer to face? Do you prefer to face Charlotte or do you prefer to face Orlando?
Oh, no, let's just win tonight. Like Tommy said, let's just get the win tonight and talk about that later on.
Yeah, I don't want to jump on that. Yeah, it's all about today, right?
Yeah. By the way, we're hosting a joint watch along with the Better Herons crew.
Those guys?
Yeah, those guys. They're, of course, the Inter Miami podcast at 8 o'clock. So join us there. We'll all be there. The game will be there. And we'll be talking about, hopefully for Atlanta United, a win. But yeah, it should be a fun one. Join us there. The link is on our YouTube page. So go there and give us a watch. So let's kind of talk about real quick the other matches going on today. I know we talked about Orlando, Charlotte. We talked about Cincinnati, NYCFC. Last night, LAFC beating Vancouver 1-0. Did you guys watch that one, and what did you make of it, if you could?
I went back and watched the highlights.
We were playing Call of Duty all night, Sydney.
Yeah.
Vancouver, you look at a scoreline like 1-0, right? And you think, man, it could have been that for Vancouver. It just they couldn't do enough. And I think LAFC made the right changes, kind of like what we talked about with Jason earlier this week. I think they kind of fell back into a little bit more of a pragmatic kind of role, like the one that worked for them. I mean, the better team won. I wish it had been Vancouver, but the better team won.
Why do you wish it would have been Vancouver, by the way?
I like upsets. And I can't stand LAFC.
Yeah. Tommy, did you watch, or what was your impression?
I don't watch Vancouver games.
Thanks, Tommy, for that.
Great insight.
I saw the highlights. At LAFC, you just expect them to, I don't know, just want to see a little bit more offense out of them, right?
Yeah.
Thought that they would do a little bit more there and be a little bit more, I don't know what the word is. The eye test, right? Like when you get these super powered teams here, it's the eye test. And I know it's the playoffs, but still, I figured that they would just be able to, at home, be able to take them down. And let's face it, they've been close. I mean, they've done that this season, right? They've been that team where you look at them and go, oh, okay, they're winning 3-4-0. They're there. And that's what these playoffs are about, right? Like it's been some interesting things, and you're seeing some teams that maybe didn't finish the season great, and now they're losing in the playoffs, or it's closer than what you thought. I mean, these best of 3 rounds, I don't. I think the idea of it was to get rid of the worst team, right? They have to win 2, and last year, a lot of those, most of those, I think maybe there was one upset last year in the first round. I think there weren't many upsets at all, from at least what I remember.
Yeah,
and now you're seeing some big teams here, and now this is in 50 minutes plus whatever time MLS needs for a pregame show. You're going to go into this next game, the important one, where we got all the people listening to right now, that's the one, right? Like this is, I woke up this morning and just said, this would be the biggest upset in MLS history. Yeah. This is it. I don't care what else that we're talking about. This here, if Atlanta goes in, had 0 chance to make the playoffs. Right? Like we figured there was no chance they were going to do. It was 10%, right? I think what Mike Conti said.
10.
Yeah.
10%. They end up getting it in. The stars aligned. You get into the playoffs. Then you go from Orlando to Atlanta to Montreal, right? You made Joseph, and Brad get into a fight there. You come back home to Atlanta. You go and I don't want to say you almost beat Miami in Miami, but you were competitive. You had an opportunity to take the lead, and you weren't able to do it, right? But you weren't embarrassed, and I thought a lot of people, including us, after 1-0 in 30 seconds, was going to be embarrassed. Yeah. Then you go to Atlanta, you get some sleep, right? Because you were on like 6 hours of sleep going from Montreal all the way back down to Miami. You get some sleep, and now you're back, right? Or I'm sorry, you go to 69,000 people. You're welcome, Taylor Twellman. 69,000 people at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and you shock the world there. You got more rest. You got 6 days of rest. You're back here. You're back in Miami, and you can make Apple shit themselves. They did not expect this to go 3, right? I'm sure they're happy for the viewers, but getting Miami out here with everything that happens,
yeah.
You are changing the landscape of these playoffs, and it would be crazy to do that, right? Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And yeah, it's just this is the match, like you said, everyone's looking at. So the world is watching, mainly through Messi, like we said. But yeah, it's can you win? Can you get the win against his crew down there? By the way, Busquets is playing. I think I saw last night and today. So he is playing.
Is he starting though? Is the question.
Are
there lineups out yet?
Yeah, it is. He's on the bench tonight. So
figured.
Yeah, but
Nemonja's no joke, man. It's no joke to be able to come back and run that much, especially going into. I heard it was raining, right? I think I saw the tweet saying it's raining there.
It's always on and off raining. There were people tweeting when I was down in Miami for the first leg. There were people tweeting out like, "Oh, it's raining," and I was like, "It's definitely not raining right now." But it's Florida, so it might be raining on one side of the pitch and not on the other. I don't know who this is. Facebook user. I don't know what time zone you're in. But the kickoff is 10 minutes after whatever hour that is.
Right.
So 3:10, whatever your time is there.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I think we've said all that needs to be said, right?
Well,
about this match.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
No, let's not rush this.
Go ahead.
We got people watching. This says 137 people. There might be more. I don't know. Well, let's go through our predictions again real quick. What were your predictions for this game? Sydney, we'll start with you.
I said 2-2, didn't I?
I don't remember. Penalties. That's why I'm asking. I didn't.
2-2 penalties. Atlanta wins in penalties.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the question. No, we're not gonna do that again.
Messi.
You didn't like when I did that, so I'm not gonna do it again.
I see people in the chat leaving their predictions.
7-0, a touchdown and an extra point. Wow. Wow. Omar 4-2. Big Daddy Brad.
Big Daddy Brad. What was your prediction again?
Tyler, you go ahead.
Mine was 2-1, and I got to stick to it because I said it on our show, and then I went on the Heron show and said it and got absolutely roasted.
Mr. Krabs probably yelled at you over there. I'm sure.
No, me. Look,
yeah,
I had some good interactions. I went on there smoking my cigar, and by the end of it, people were doing hashtag Tyler in because he shows up smoking fat blunts on the screen. We were having a good time. No, but I said some stuff about Messi that I turned into a villain. I said 2-1. I don't know how it goes down. I think it's going to be Miami scores first, gives everybody a heart attack and high blood pressure. Atlanta figures out. I think it's going to be very similar to the one here. I think Atlanta figures out a way to sneak one back in to make it a game, and then Atlanta gets the momentum in the last part because again they have nothing to lose. Miami, the pressure's on them. Miami has the older players, the older team. They tend to kind of drop off the intensity as the match goes on, and I think just like this last one, there are going to be opportunities there, and you gotta make one. You got to bury it, and I think it's going to end up being 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, this hasn't been a big talking point this series, but Atlanta has not taken chances clinically a lot of times during this series, and if they have, I mean, I feel like it's a whole different series. But yeah, they have to take their chances. They can't let the pressure get to them, and yeah, pressure's more definitely on Miami, of course, but. Yeah, Atlanta has to be clinical and make things happen, take their chances when they come, and hopefully beat Miami.
Tommy, what you got?
Tommy?
I'm sticking with what I said on Wednesday. This team is going to win 3-1.
Yeah.
And it's going to be amazing. And Rob Valentino, his slogan and everything, and we've never actually said the slogan on here, so earmuffs. But the ultimate thing is that this team has to go in and just say, Sydney, do it. Put your ears over. Is there anyone else in your household to put your ears over? He's going to say, fuck them all. This is it. Look at him. He can't even handle it. It's it. It's going to happen. They're going to end up doing this here. And we're moving on. And I'm going to go be a villain on the Battered Heron show later tonight on the post game. I will be unbearable.
I can't believe you guys.
Oh, I may
talking about who you rather play.
I didn't say that. You say you guys. There's that's singular. You guys
Tyler,
means me and
Tyler brought up like who'd you rather play?
Like,
hey, it's a talking point. All right, like it's a genuinely difficult question.
Let's be Inter Miami first before we talk about that.
Well, if we didn't look to the future, there's no reason for us to be doing this show in the first place.
I know.
Look, the 11 guys going out on the pitch, all they need to focus on is beating Miami. But the fans can say, hey, if it happens, do you want to play a freaking team? You want to go back to Florida for the 18th time in 3 weeks?
I would have loved somebody in the press to have asked that. Who'd you rather play? You're like, come on, guys, hold your horses. Tim Cook will be watching Inter Miami versus Atlanta United tonight.
Oh, well,
I know that guy.
You're ready for disappointment,
not personally, but
wait, who's Tim Cook?
What?
Who's Tim Cook?
Stop.
Is that the Apple dude?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know only one Apple dude, so
not Steve Jobs. That's the other Apple dude.
That's the guy I know.
He's deceased. Can't believe you asked who Tim Cook is.
Look, I just play on my phone. I'll be like, oh, I wonder who's in charge of making this phone. I don't care.
Who is Tim Cook?
Steve Jobs isn't a robot right now. Like his mind's in a robot.
Okay, good point here by Bro Show. Look, you already got one Atlanta team
upset
that already upset Miami.
Two upsets today.
And then, of course, Georgia's getting their absolute rear end.
It's over.
Right
it's over.
Okay, it is over, right?
Yeah. So two upsets, one involving an Atlanta team. I mean, if you want to say UGA is an Atlanta team, that's fine. For all intents and purposes, they're not, but they are.
Man, you're just a downer today.
No, I'm not being a downer, but yeah, I get the point. Georgia Tech being Miami, maybe that is a harbinger for tonight.
Yeah, I'll take all the harbinger.
Pretty crazy. That was, and our very own Henry was there covering it.
Yeah,
Henry Higuita. Yeah, that's the magic touch right there. That's why they won.
Well, he went there and was like, "Where's the soccer ball?"
Yeah,
not football.
Football, not football.
The wrong game. Dang it.
What else?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get some momentum going.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, if you're in the car, driving to a bar, if you're going to set up the next YouTube stream, get pumped.
Yeah.
This team sucked months ago. We all thought that we were going to be talking about everything else. All the players coming in. We were going to be talking about front office people. No, this is all bonus time, baby.
Yeah.
Get pumped wherever you are.
Yeah.
Get your water ready. Put some extra ice in it. Right?
Look at that.
Sydney, double ice tonight. Sydney, double ice for you. We're going to get you double ice. Tyler, we're going to get you white girl wasted. That's what we're going to do to you. And we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun tonight.
I'm here for it.
8 o'clock. Y'all better show up with whatever bottle we're taking a shot the moment that whistle blows.
Yeah.
Y'all come join us. Come hang out. It's going to be fun. For real.
Yeah.
Watch Miami podcast cry.
Again, the link will be on our YouTube page. So go ahead, check that out. 8 o'clock sharp. And is that it? Anything else?
Let's go.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Guess they're so quiet.
We've only got our one. I can't go rated R this early in the day.
Well, according to the Disney rules, well, not Disney rules, like the PG rules, you could say one swear word per thing. I got it. So we're still a PG podcast.
Right, but I was about to drop it. Like, I might as well make it good, right? But that would put us over the edge. I don't want to do that. I'll save it for after.
Okay.
I might
Also,
go run down the
Do you hit
street.
the music now? Is that
Screaming.
no music for the pre-match show. We just
there's no music? Oh.
Well, that's a downer. We need like we need something like Little John playing or something.
Well, I don't want to get a copyright strike.
Love
All
you
right.
guys. See you
Well,
today.
Jim Curtin, if you're watching.
Yeah.
Jim Curtin, if you're watching. I don't know.
What do you think?
Maybe you're watching at Mercedes-Benz Stadium right now. Who knows where you are? That'll be a fun conversation on Monday. We'll get there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But until then, let's go! Get excited!
Let's go.
I'm gonna take my shirt off, but I didn't do any push.